I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the OSHA investigation. Okay. It began on the 7th, or actually began on the 8th of February, the day after the explosion. Actually met the first OSHA representative about 4 hours after the event occurred, and began our collaborative work at that point. The investigation has included well over 250 interviews. The company has presented over 30,000 pages of documents. It's been a very intensive process. It hasn't been restricted to the Port Wentworth facility. OSHA has spent a number of weeks at the Gramercy, Louisiana facility as well. Neither OSHA or the Chemical Safety Board has brought to our attention that they've identified the cause. Okay. I do believe, sincerely, I've met the leaders of both of these investigative teams, that they would have told us if they had found it, under just moral grounds, that other companies, including ourselves, should know what the cause is if they do, so that we can take immediate corrective action if needed. So we don't believe that either investigation has determined a cause for the initial explosion. We are keenly aware, with the experts that we have brought in, the investigation that we've done as a company, from the observations of the inspectors, that the damage that you have seen with with the photographs and your observations, as well as the injuries that occurred, was a dust cloud explosion. Okay. And so there was some mechanism that created a dust cloud that allowed this to propagate through the facility. Very likely it was multiple explosions, not a single explosion. Okay. As you know, I was in the building that evening. I heard the initial explosion. It was very small. I and my colleagues thought it was a roll of paper that had been dropped on the floor. One of these large rolls that you use for packaging lines. But it was a very muffled and small sound. The second event was much more pronounced, and we felt the percussion air pushed us actually to the ground where we were standing. And so there was a secondary event that caused this substantial damage. The OSHA citations are imminent. They have invited us to a 9 o'clock conference this Friday. That is standard protocol. They meet with the company before making their public announcement. And we expect that by Friday afternoon that there will be some form of a press release by OSHA to the media with regard to their findings. This is a very emotionally charged moment. OSHA had 6 months to complete their investigation, which would be the 8th of August, and they have chosen to anticipate their report. And I don't believe it's coincidental that it's one day before the Senate hearing on combustible dust. We've had a House hearing on combustible dust. We've had a 60-minute segment on the disagreement between the Chemical Safety Board and OSHA whether there should be a standard or not. As I said, it's a very politically charged environment given that the Senate hearing is next Tuesday, and the Secretary has chosen to issue the public citations to Imperial one working day prior to the Senate hearing. There's a chance that Imperial Sugar will become a major topic in the hearing as a result of the timing of the report.